Hi, my name is Molly Lane. I hope everybody is staying safe and sane. This is like take 15 for me because apparently I cannot talk or think today, so bear with me. So the ACA Code of Ethics states that the client has freedom to choose to enter or remain in the counseling relationship. It is the counselor's responsibility to review the informed consent form, both written and verbally, regarding the rights and responsibilities of both the client and the counselor. The client should be informed of the counseling process, and informed consent acts as an ongoing process throughout the counseling relationship. I am from Virginia, so the Virginia Board of Counselors requires the informed consent form to discuss the counselor's obligations to inform the client of the purpose, goals, techniques, procedures, limitations, potential risk, and benefits of the services provided by counseling, the limitations of confidentiality, and other pertinent information when counseling is initiated and throughout the counseling process as necessary. It is the counselor's responsibility to provide the client with accurate information regarding the implications of diagnosis, the intended use of tests, reports, fees, and billing arrangements. So in the example that I found, it complies with the ACA Code of Ethics and the Virginia Board of Counseling in many ways. First of all, she introduces herself, states her degree, licensure, certifications. Then it states rules and regulations regarding HIPAA and protected health information. The counselor outlines potential risks such as feeling anger, frustration, hopelessness, and the potential benefits of counseling, such as reduced feelings of stress, increased satisfaction in interpersonal relationships and personal awareness and insight, increased skill for managing stress and resolutions for specific problems. The counselor does state that it is the client's responsibility to actively practice what they talk about in their counseling sessions so that the individual might or will get the most out of the counseling. And they also state that if the client, if the client is unhappy with what is going on in their counseling sessions, they may ask to be referred to another practitioner. And they should feel comfortable doing so. It also discusses expectations regarding appointment duration, tardiness, cancellations, and how the client and counselor can work together to reschedule appointments. And it also covers counselor's fees, discusses role of insurance, that insurance plays in the counseling field, and additional charges for other duties such as test assessments and telephone conversations lasting over 15 minutes. Insurance is discussed because each individual needs to know what their benefits are from their insurance provider, how many counseling sessions are covered under insurance. The client must also authorize the counselor to provide the insurance agency with a clinical diagnosis, and the authorization may be required by the insurance company before they will cover the counseling fee. The counselor also includes information regarding professional records, patient confidentiality, and provides a way to contact the counselor in the event of emergency. If the person feels unsafe and the counselor is not answering their phone, they leave an emergency contact for the client to contact, or they also leave all of the emergency services, such as local emergency room information. They list that information on there as well. And the counselor will notify all clients well in advance of any planned absences. The client should feel comfortable talking about the counselor about being unhappy with what is happening in therapy. Comment will be taken seriously with care and respect. The client has the right to ask for a referral. The client has the right to end therapy at any given time. The client has the right to receive considerate, safe, and respectful care without fear of discrimination. And the client has the right to ask any questions. And this form serves as a mutual agreement between the client and the therapist. The client signs it, and that basically states that or that signifies that they have read and agreed to the terms above. Where this form that I pulled from the internet does not comply with the regulations is with the Virginia regulations. In Virginia, they were supposed to state out, excuse me, I'm having a moment. They were supposed to state out all the limits of confidentiality and anything pertaining to confidentiality, which it doesn't. It just provides another detailed form on confidentiality that is not within the informed consent form. It also does not adhere to Virginia Board of Counseling because it does not discuss the intended use of tests or reports at all, aside from the fees that are encountered within the tests and reports. So my initial reaction was, it's a lot to go over. It looks very intimidating for a first-time client. I myself have been guilty in the past when I've gone to counseling over the years of just briefly skimming the form. I didn't realize how much actually goes into all of this. So I was shocked over how overwhelming it can be, but the information is really crucial and necessary. The one form I did find was way too wordy. I think they will lose the viewer's or reader's attention, client's attention when trying to read that. And the client could ultimately end up not knowing what they're agreeing to. Which this assignment actually raised a bunch of questions for me. So, thank you.